Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that.
Hello, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dave. Most fabulous indeed. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. Oh, we got a local brewery right here, my friends. I think it's going to be a good one because I had their IPA that was a little bit less in alcohol, so this is the double. I know it's going to be good. It's from the Masthead Brewing Company. Now, this is located in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, and this is the Brute Force Double IPA. It's not for lightweights by any stretch of the imagination. No, really, it's not for beginners. I caution you. It checks in at 8.7% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 90. Now, this was brewed 9 days ago. 9. Just a little bit more than a week old. It's gotta be good, baby. It's gotta be. 16-ounce can. I'm so happy that our local brewers are switching over to cans. Now, this company right here, this brewery, whatever, has not produced any of its beers in bottles. It went directly to cans, and I really like that because I think cans is the future. We're going to go ahead and use this 20-ounce glass because I don't have my IPA glassware with me here. It's in the storage locker. Let's go ahead and pour this straight in. We'll straighten her out. Make a nice little head on her. Yeah, how about that, baby? I tell you what, that's a relatively clear pour, particularly for a double. Most of the doubles I've had in my time have been pretty darn hazy. Now let's take a look at this. I'm going to describe that as a dark golden color. I'm not sure what it's going to come out there on the screen. It's got some carbonation. It doesn't have a lot of carbonation. It's got some carbonation. It made a nice little white head on there, a couple of fingers ahead. Not particularly a, how shall we say, a robust head, but nonetheless still there. Oh my God. Looks can sometimes be deceiving. Remember what your parents always told you when you were growing up, never judge a book by its cover. That's good advice, especially in today's society, because there's a lot of loonies running around on the streets, so don't get yourself in a mess, get your knickers in a twist that you can't get out of. But there is a lot of grapefruit in here. Very dank, citrusy, and a lot of pine in there. That's what I got on that aroma. Now the head's fizzling out on us. I don't know why. My God, is that dank. Oh my God. Hey, we're going to drink this beer. But first we have to pay homage to the brewers. Because without the brewers, my friends, we would have no beer at all. And brewing beer is a labor of love. If you've never been to a brewery before, you should go. You should watch all the hard work that goes into brewing a beer. Even those garbage beers, takes a lot of work to brew those. The only difference between the garbage beers and the craft beers is that the garbage beers are all computerized. They make, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of hectoliters or gallons or whatever the hell they are at a time. Craft beer is more of a small batch process, but the same amount of work goes into them. With that said, cheers to everybody, no doubt. Thank you to downtown there at the Masthead. Yeah, lovely. Cheers. My God. Ooh, that just kicked in. Ooh, there's a lot of pine in there. Ooh, and I got the alcohol, baby. Ooh, that gave me a little bit of warming effect there. I tell you what, this might be the last one for this evening. I've been, what was I going to say? Balancing myself. Yeah, I've been balancing myself. I've been pacing myself all day. I've had about 1 hour for the last couple hours here. Ooh, boy. Ooh, if I had known this was going to be this strong, this would have been the nightcap because I might have to take a nap after this one, baby. Jonathan out of New Jersey, if you're watching this video, brother, and I'm pretty sure you probably are, I got to get a can of this and send it to you. Now, I know that you love Belgians and you love those saisons, but this is an ass kicker IPA that you should try. It's a local beer. I'm proud of my local breweries, as we all are, right? Yeah, no doubt. Exit 3. Yeah, cheers to Exit 3. Right? Is it Exit 3, right? Or is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's Exit 3. Oh, Jesus. This is so strong, but it's good. I'm going to have to put this in the refrigerator a couple times, in and out. Yeah, because, or, you know what? I don't have it here, but I have this, it's called a freezer sleeve. It's really great. It's designed for cans, but this type of a bottle, this type of glassware, it fits in just as well because it's the same width as the can. But you put this freezer sleeve, in the freezer, and you let it, freeze up, and then you put your beer in there, and it keeps it cold for probably an hour or so. Yeah, in the beginning, it's going to make it really, really cold. So if you don't want a craft beer to get too cold, what I recommend is you take the freezer sleeve out of the freezer, put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and then it'll be at a temperature that's not going to make your beer freezing cold. But that's what I'm going to have to do with this beer. Yeah, it's just way too strong for me to sit here and drink 16 ounces before it gets pissy warm, if you know what I mean by that. You don't want a pissy warm beer. If you don't know what I mean by pissy warm, send me a message. I'll be happy to tell you. Yeah, what can I tell you? Small sips are in order in this beer. I must give this a 5-star review. Now, I said that I had this on tap before, but it wasn't the 8.7%. It was I think it was 6.2%, and the IBUs were like 50. It was a middle of the road IPA, and it was very good. And I talked to the bartender, and he said they were coming out with a double version. I said, oh, that'll be killer. I love to go down to that brewery. It's located in downtown Cleveland. It's on Superior Avenue between East 12th and East 13th. I used to live right across the street. I think it's ironic that I no longer live downtown, and they have opened up, I think, 3 breweries since I left. They closed 1, opened 3, so we're still +2 in the net column there, but it is what it is. And they have some really good pizza too, so if you ever get to downtown Cleveland, I highly recommend that you visit the Masthead Brewery on Superior Avenue. And this is the Brute Force Double IPA. I highly recommend this. 9 days old, that's why it's an ass kicker, okay? Hey, let me run out of here. Life is short. We got a lot of things to do, and you got to be happy, right? Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.
Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio. They specialize in Ohio beers. beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera, but I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made, so I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.